This presentation will provide a brief description of Virtual Alabama and how it is being utilized by the University of Montevallo. First, Virtual Alabama is a visualization tool based on Google Earth technology that allows the building and displaying of data layers on top of orthographic imagery of the state of Alabama. Currently, there are over 1,500 agencies and over 36,000 users in Alabama to include local, city, county, and state government and education personnel. These government and education officials are utilizing Virtual Alabama for planning, response, and recovery for both man-made and natural disasters. Virtual Alabama was created in 2005 after Hurricane Katrina ravaged the coastlines of Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Alabama first responders and government officials had no way of detailing and assessing the damage to the coast and surrounding counties. Virtual Alabama was created to provide a before and after visualization of aerial imagery of the state of Alabama so an accurate assessment could be determined. Virtual Alabama has been used in man-made and natural disasters since Hurricane Katrina, such as the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in 2010 and the tornadoes of April 27, 2011. Virtual Alabama played a vital role in emergency planning, response, and recovery from the tornadoes of April 27th that struck the state. Here we can see in Virtual Alabama the past of the tornadoes. On April 27th, 62 tornadoes touched down on 70 paths across the state of Alabama. There were over 1,177 miles of damage along those 70 paths that day. Within 36 hours, new aerial imagery had been flown and input into the Virtual Alabama system for the hardest hit areas. Here we see imagery of a middle school in Tuscaloosa County that was hit by a tornado. You can see the before and after imagery of the school and see the damage that was caused that day. In 2009, the Alabama Department of Homeland Security, Alabama State Department of Education, Alabama Criminal Justice Information Center, and the Auburn University Montgomery Center for Government began gathering and inputting school safety plan information on over 1,500 kindergarten through 12th grade Alabama public schools into Virtual Alabama. Beginning in 2012, all kindergarten through 12th grade public schools in Alabama were required to begin inputting their school safety plans into the Virtual Alabama online system. Alabama is the first state in the nation to develop and utilize an online school safety plan system that allows the sharing of information with first responders. In 2012, under the leadership of Alabama Department of Homeland Security Director Spencer Collier, the Virtual Alabama system was expanded to colleges and universities across the state to assist in protecting students from kindergarten through their college experience. In 2012, Auburn University Montgomery, and the University of Montevallo began the process of inputting floor plans, emergency response equipment, utilities, and emergency response data into the Virtual Alabama system. While these two other universities utilize Virtual Alabama for emergency planning and response, the University of Montevallo is taking the next step and implementing Virtual Alabama into the day-to-day activities for their university. To provide an example of how the University of Montevallo will utilize Virtual Alabama in emergency planning and response, I propose the following scenario. In Scenario 1, there has been a robbery at the Regions Bank in downtown Montevallo, and the suspect has fled to the University of Montevallo campus nearby. The suspect has entered the Student Activity Center and is somewhere inside the building. In the past, in order to see the floor plans of the Student Activity Center, campus police and other officials would have gone to the map room to gather paper floor plans or gone to an individual computer to see those floor plans. Now, with Virtual Alabama, the university police or other pertinent agencies or departments can log into Virtual Alabama and see the Student Activity Center to include floor plans, room designations with photos, live video surveillance cameras, and 360-degree views of areas. Virtual Alabama allows law enforcement to plan and respond to emergencies in a more timely and efficient manner without going into the situation without real-time awareness. In scenario number 2, the University Police or Facilities Management Office receives a call about the smell of gas in main residence hall. Before responding to main hall, University Police and Facilities Management personnel can log into Virtual Alabama and determine where natural gas lines are located around the building and where shutoff valves are located. Also, personnel can determine where main electrical shutoffs are in and around the building to prevent an accidental spark and ignition of gas fumes. Here is a 360-degree view of the electrical room. Personnel can also see evacuation routes and staging areas for this building in case students and staff require evacuation. With this scenario, all departments are sharing and utilizing the same information and using one common operating platform to respond to this event. University personnel can identify and map other pertinent data on the campus also, such as underground utilities to include fiber optic lines, water lines, sewer lines, overhead and underground power lines, natural gas lines, and telecommunications equipment and other lines. Personnel can identify and map crisis staging areas to include helicopter landing zones, fire evacuation areas, bomb threat staging areas, medical triage areas, severe weather staging areas, special needs student locations, and incident command center staging areas in times of crisis. Facilities management functions that can be mapped are space utilization, heating, ventilation, air conditioning systems and locations, fire suppression systems, and fire response mechanisms, and many other functions where data can be gathered and input into the system. The Virtual Alabama data for the University of Montevallo will be maintained and monitored by the University of Montevallo Police Department to ensure accurate, timely, and secure data for all functions. In conclusion, Virtual Alabama provides a secure visualization platform allowing university personnel to share information among themselves and with local, county, and state officials in times of crisis. At the University of Montevallo, the Virtual Alabama system now assists school administrators and first responders in the protection of Alabama students from kindergarten to college graduation. The University of Montevallo is utilizing cutting-edge technology to protect its students, faculty, and staff, and also ensure a more efficient day-to-day operation of their campus.